Hey everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel, and today finally I'll be doing my first listen / full-on album review to P1Harmony's fourth mini album called Harmony Zero In. Now I know it's been a long time wait and a long time coming for this video in the first place, and you guys have been wanting this. I saw a lot of y'all request this, and that's fair. I don't want to blame y'all because P1Harmony just seems to always deliver more than great music, not only in their title tracks, but their B-sides as well. They just seem to keep topping themselves each and every comeback. But staying on track specifically for the Doom to Doom era and all, as some may already know, the favorite title track now to date by P1Harmony. If I haven't said that already, I'm gonna say it now because that song goes mad crazy, thanks to the likes of Han Sung-ho, Moon Kim that I mentioned, Square, Soft Serve Boy, and all. But for the B-sides, I'm seeing a lot of familiar names, and based on those familiar names, I feel like those might end up being my kind of favorites stylistically wise. We shall see. I'm looking at Black Hole and Mirror Mirror based on the credits and all, but hey, enough talk. Let's dive into this album review now. Alright, so the first B-side we have here is titled Black Hole. Now I'm seeing super duper familiar names. Let's just tackle the lyric standpoint of this song. I'm seeing my man's Dawn. In case y'all don't know who Dawn is, please search him up, I beg you. A super underrated artist that finally is getting recognition, being under Zico's label, under Cause Entertainment. I've known Dawn ever since the Daniel Lyons music days in the underground K-R&B scene, and he's really grown his craft, and his lyrics really connect to me, honestly. And additionally, we have Intak and Jongsub, of course, on the lyric side to this song. Oh, I'm seeing Moonshine as well on the composing side, I believe, and the arrangement side. If you guys are not familiar with Moonshine, get familiar. I believe they were on a Scream by SF9, which happens to be also in the works with Album Normquest, who worked on Scream as well, if I recall correctly. The likes of also SF9's Fanfare, Priston V's Get It, and many other great songs that I love, where Album Normquest was on those songs. And I'm also seeing Dawn on the composing side of this song. So yeah, that is exactly why I was most hyped up for Black Hole. And as I was bringing this up, I noticed they actually performed this song as well. We love to see it, but let's go. Hey, whoa, really hefty with it. Yeah. Hey. Okay, Intak! Going hard in the paint already. Oh, I love the distorting of the bass. And most importantly, the energy in this song. Okay, Kehoe. Oh, Theo! Here we go. Okay! Oh! You're a bad boy? Napana. That's mad catchy. Very earwormy with it in the most deliberate kind of manner, but it sticks. You feel me? Okay, verse 2, Jongsup. Oh, that is cool. Tell him, this very like cinematic, or should I say like, do I want to say that pre-chorus? Nah, let me try to find the exact descriptor for that. Napano. Na. Ooh, the give me that ad-lib adds to it a lot too. Bridge. Okay, this is what I can describe ethereal. Yeah. But that snare, just the snapping and the snare in the back that's building up, being more prominent here. Napano. There's a sing-alongable factor to it. Yeah, there's a lot of bite to the song, and I'll describe that later on here. P1Harmony, Black Hole. What a way to kick off this album review. I can totally sense that influence from Moonshine and Album Norquest, I've got to say, considering the working with the works with the Super M quite some time ago, the Tiger Inside, if I recall correctly, working with the likes of NCT as well, right? And in this case, I feel like this really aggressive approach in this like trudging kind of manner, strong song structure wise and stylistically, really suits P1Harmony, and it goes to show you like P1Harmony is quite flexible with it when it comes to messing with different styles and different song structures that are really set up for them, right? Now, in terms of what is the right word here? The sort of evocative feeling that I'm get in the vocal delivery is to die for. I've got to say, like, it really draws us in, puts you on like a stank phase, but like really want to bump to it as the song progresses and all. I love whether it's like the distorting of the bass or like this amplifying electric bass guitar that's churning throughout the song, you feel me? Like, it sticks, it works, but that the lines, I feel like the lines that come into play thanks to Dawn, Napanon is mad catchy. This song is mad catchy from top to bottom, and most importantly, it has a strong chorus, and I can't emphasize this enough, whether it's from boy groups or girl groups that I cover, whether they're my favorites or that they're respective idol groups that I'm trying to familiarize myself with. This last couple of years, I haven't been sensing that many good songs with a strong chorus. Now, keep in mind that you can have a good song without a strong chorus. You can have songs out there with not a good chorus that if that respective song had a good chorus that is like memorable and impactful as the pre-chorus, or even more impactful than the pre-chorus, then the song could have been better. You feel me? Could have, should have, would have type thing. But my point is, like, it's not often these days where you can get really strong choruses like this, and I can always sense that with the likes of Moonshine and Album Nornquist in the works, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Jonathan, Ludwig, and Albin, they really know what they are doing in terms of the choruses. And I would say arrangement wise as well. You see a lot of Moonshine in arrangements for SM artists, and you can sense that just with how the refrain is done in this song, but also the sick interlude that really takes us on a ride. So let me actually dive back into this again, and then I'll break it down section by section, or in some moments where I gotta hear it out more, you feel me? I think I need to try to describe that pre-chorus even more, that I dig a lot, as much as the chorus in the song. Oh yeah. So yeah, there is essentially, I'm guessing here, I'm trying my best here, is this trudging of this amplified electric bass guitar that's done in this trudging / crawling kind of manner. Truly sets the tone of the song, but then later on we do get that sort of distorting and turning of the bass and all. It's crazy. And then once all the members jump on the beat, black hole, nah, 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 nah. You already know what's gonna happen. Like, the energy is already set at 100 right away. Now, what I was surprised here is that we had Indhak right away with verse 1, truly making a loud statement here. And I think the best way to describe these verses, just like the intro and the chorus, it's obnoxious. Now, keep in mind, it's obnoxious in a really infectious and good kind of manner. Like, it's not obnoxious to the point where, hey, I don't want to listen to the rest of this song, because there's actually some songs that do that to me these days, even title track wise, where it's like, this is kind of too upfront, too loud for me, but this is just right to the point where it's like so earwormy. It catches you on, and it provides that sing-alongable factor that I was saying earlier when I first listened to Black Hole. Was listening to Black Hole with you guys, but let's continue this. I got bad habits. Yeah? You got some work to do? Oh, I wanna, yeah, so right here. This refrain is so cool. Now notice this, I almost forgot to mention this once Indhak approached and jumped onto the beat here. That intention there of like the cough there, it just, I can envision it in the performance, or like if this had a music video, like he's coming out, he's out in the hallway all over the place tipsy or something like that, like he's popping off, right? You know what I'm saying? And I love that intentional coughing there in the background that adds to sort of this intention of being a bad boy, you know what I'm saying? So yes, essentially that overflowing, confident kind of manner, that bad boy manner. Boom. Doon, doon, doon. I feel like that's a double bass there that's being done. I may be wrong, but I love how it's like, it stacks up. Boom. And I thought it was gonna stack up again like that, but I like how it wasn't that predictable. It just toned down a bit there and simmered down a bit. And during this moment, this is, yes, the refrain, everyone, which has to be one of my favorite parts in the song with Jiyoung, and I think immediately right after we get Soul, right? I like the, oh, that, like, that layering there. Yeah, it was Soul. Now we're in this pre-chorus. That's got me feeling so enthralled. Enthralled is a way to describe how I'm feeling about this. Like, it caught me off guard. I guess there's no exact word to describe it, but it's more so it's like, I can say that this is a great follow-up to the chorus. Like, it builds it up for, and lays it up for the chorus so well and cleanly. Napanon, napanon. So good. I'm a black hole. Na 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 na. And what adds to that, like, kind of good, obnoxious feels, that na 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 na. Right? This is what I'm saying, right? This is the right amount of upfront in your face loudness. There's no ridiculous ad-libs of skirt, yeah, or some intentions that try to make it feel good, you know, and trying to make it be cool, right? And I feel like some songs do that to this day, most prominently in full-on English tracks or partly English tracks, that for K-pop idols that are trying to, you know, branch off into the Western scene and try to have their presence be more international. You feel me? Right? So if what I'm trying to say here is that the lyrics stick. So you got to give it to the members. You got to give it to Dawn in regards to that. Yeah, the ad-lib of the give me that. My man's Jungsub. Oh, I always anticipate his rap in P1Harmony's music because he always catches my attention, right? He may be adorable on the outside, but man, he's so sharp with it, and when it comes to his approach, which, by the way, isn't always the same across P1Harmony's music. It's sort of like I can envision him performing this with the boys, like just with a certain kind of moves and expressions in the core. Hey. I love how he's so subtle with the do, and they didn't add in some like gunshot sounds that would have been so predictable. Yeah, that like pitched or distorted bass. So that's cool. Ain't that cool though? This time around in this pre-chorus, I believe now we have Theo instead of Kiho kicking it off, which is a nice subtle change up there. But with Jiyoung, yeah, that's cool. And I feel like you guys don't get this twisted. I do appreciate a lot of this kind of music, especially hearing it from NCT, right? I just couldn't put out those videos, whether I'm busy, whether those videos just don't make it to the channel due to like copyright blocked stuff, you know what I'm saying? But man, oh man, this sticks on P1Harmony. Like, this works. This, yeah, oh, this, yeah, I love it, I love it. Love how Theo kicks off this bridge, which is way more contrasting from what we're hearing in the verses and the chorus and all. It's more ethereal, light on it, so it puts us on our feet pretty much. Oh, that layering. That snare in the back. The build up. Brief pause. It's just slightly toned back with the na 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 na, which by the way is a really cool how it was not only utilized as like a post chorus, but like sort of this interlude before we get into back to the final chorus, into the final chorus. Nappanon, black hole. That sort of like sci-fi like effect there. I really like that. You hear that? More so prominent on the left side. Give me that. What a way to kick it off. I am so glad that this not only met my expectations, but exceeded my expectations, and all. I've got to say, like, geez, this song goes crazy with it. And Jongsub, he ate. You give him a section, a moment to come through with his own rap, he gonna pop off. He's gonna pop off as always. So yes, you know, there's that sort of like NCT kind of, that signature NCT kind of style, but like put upon P1Harmony with a P1Harmony twist per se, and I love it. It works. I wouldn't necessarily say I want this as a title track, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that they promoted this though. It wouldn't hurt to have a music video for this kind of song, or even Black Hole Alone in the future, or a performance video for this. I mean, I'm saying performance video when they already performed this, so who am I kidding? So let's just get into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is called Yes Man. Now I'm seeing Han Sung-ho, In-tak, and Jongsub on the lyrics portion of this song. We love to see it as always, but we also got Will J, Johnny Shore, and David Amber. And David Amber I've covered a lot on this channel across my album reviews, and I'm pretty sure when I cover music videos to respective title tracks, because David Amber has worked with a lot of my favorites. I'm talking about SF9's Lulu Lala, part of a phenomenal album I've got to say, Love Bomb by From His Nine, Good Boy by Everglow. So yeah, let's just dive into it right away. Hey, let me be your yes man. Ooh. Anything you wanna be your yes man, I had a feeling that this is gonna be way more light with it. Ooh, the string work there, you hear that? Jongsub. Tell him. Ooh, love the hi-hat work here. Theo, what's going on here with this pre-chorus? Build up the snare drum. Anything you wanna be a yes man, man, man. Only saying yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I just love the rattling of the snare and the hi-hat work. Or just that snare work and just the hi-hat work. Hey, In-tak. Wow, what a smooth transition into Jongsub. I'll be your missing piece. I see what he did there. These very like these synth strings add so much to the song. And sort of like this whistling kind of element adds a lot. That's like constantly being looped. Wait, there's a verse 3? Oh, this song took a turn. And they bring it back like that. That's crazy. Yes, man. Ooh, the vocal work. Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh, the harmonizing. So good. What an adorable, cute, yet sweet song that has its turns that is unbelievable. Just the shown additional bit of swagger per se by, I would say, the respective members in this group. I would say during the verses, exactly, and like Jongsub and Tak pretty much. But you know, with that being said, how it went like that and took these quite different turns and twists to it, I feel like this is quite the playful yet quirky, sweet song, all in all, from start to finish, right? I love how it kicks off at the beginning with Jiyoung, and then it doesn't take time to bring us into the song right away with the chorus. Anything you want, I'll be your yes man, yeah. And then the ad-libs with the yeah, and then yeah, and then yes man. Really catchy with it. So like really truly the hooks do more than its job. It's very memorable, adds that longevity to this song, and really brightens up my day. Honestly, it did immediately right here upon first listen. But then once we go into later on in the verse 2 and that verse 3, wow, they were so on point with it. I love how creative this was in terms of the layout of their own bars here. Verse 2, if I recall correctly, took it from Intak to Jongsub, and then later on it was just like Jongsub into Intak, you know what I'm saying? So that was really cool. And then yet there was no bridge because of that verse 3, and that's completely fine. There's some songs that have a verse 3 and the bridge together, which is hard to fit in all at once. But I feel like not many songs really can pull it off without a bridge. But in this case, with the verse 3, it still sticks, especially thanks to the final chorus having these vocal flourishes and breakthrough subtle flourishes and moments in it, you know, ooh, you know what I'm saying? The oohs, the harmonization and all, it adds so much to the song with that final chorus. It wraps it up and it ties it up together like a nice little red bow, you know? So let's dive back into it right away. Yeah, so there's like this like snapping and some sort of like whistle kind of element being done, or that's just a singular synth being tuned or pitched in that kind of manner. But I would like to say a sort of whistle that's being looped, you know? Let me be your yes man. Or like a MIDI. Anything you wanna be your yes man, man. Yes, yeah. Yes, man. Let me be your man. This is admittedly very refreshing. Like, I'm sort of getting the vibes that what I really love in certain groups, like the fun and cute side to Pentagon or SF9. I did mention Lulu, Lala, before with SF9 and all, and I guess that really makes sense here in this case. But hearing the side, the P1Harmony is just so rejuvenating and it's so refreshing, I've got to say, right? It's delicate with the vocal work, adorable with it, yet in the verses we get that swagger, and I like that, you know, and that's what I exactly feel every single time when it comes to P1Harmony as a whole. Okay, if they can truly go super hard in the paint with it, or go entirely light with it, or have a nice in between, like Yes Man here, right?
남들이 떠드는 건 지전 nothing 가고 싶고 원하는 걸 말해 I'll take you anywhere 그게 어디든 I don't care.
Oh, I love it. I love Jungsub's delivery there. I can take you anywhere, in the ends of the lines of I don't care.
Anywhere 그게 어디든 I don't care.
Hey. Yeah, just like the I wouldn't necessarily the fully like skittering of the hi-hats, but the hi-hats constantly being played, and then this snare that's just being done ever so lightly in the back there. And what's cool here is just solely Theo. It's very brief with it, with the pre-chorus, and it allows the chorus to be as lengthy as it is.
Okay. Anything you wanna be a yes man, man. Only saying yes, yeah.
Or is this more so of whistle coming from a woodwind instrument, I feel like? It has to be. Either way, it adds a lot. And then yes, the sentimental yet like sort of synth strings that I'm hearing in the back being constantly played, that if you guys can hear it, you can hear it.
I'ma be your yes man. Let me be your man. What else am I gonna say? This baby 아무것도 필요 없네. 그저 매일이 눈 뜨는 순간부터 감는 순간까지도.
How effortlessly and easygoing the flow is from Intalk here is everything. Right? It's not too aggressive with it. It's a good amount of it. Like it's good amount of like aggressive with it. He's not like flooring the foot pedal here, and then Jongsub adds to it. Very light with it still. I'll be your missing piece. Probably one of my huge highlights in this song. You know, fandom name and all. Okay, I seriously need to cop myself a P1Harmony light stick at this point. Also, I need to see them live at some point when I can. Okay, give me that verse 3. Lay it down on me, Jongsub. I love how that bass is so gritty with it and down and gnarly like that. Ooh, the strumming here. That's cool how they added the strumming on the guitar there during Intalk. I might as well listen to this, like the rest of this fully, because this final chorus is definitely one of my major highlights that I pointed out. Where is it? The oohs are being different. Ooh, oh my goodness! It's giving me like throwback down memory lane with certain like R&B pop tracks with the ooh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness, the ad-lib work with the oohs, done every like second line, I feel like add so much texture and depth to this final chorus. Let me be your man. So there was this strumming before. Okay, that's cool, the strumming of the guitar. But let's get into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled Swagger. Now I'm seeing Hang Seung-ho, Eun-tak, Jong-sub yet again in terms of the lyrics, of course. Now we got Han Seung-ho and Park Suk, Bong Won-suk, and even Moon Kim on the composing side, and in the combination of those three on the arrangement side as well. Some of you may know I've covered them time after time, specifically quite heavily for SF9, their label mates and all. And yeah, it makes me wonder how's this gonna come into play. It is titled Swagger, and it makes me even wonder how the rap's gonna be in this song. So let's go. Whoa, what the start? What's the start to the song? Ooh, already has a nice rhythm and groove to it. Speaking of rhythm, what a great start with Jong-sub, admittedly. Are those chimes? Ooh, these piano chords. Ooh. You know, I ain't shown a thing, that's my swagger. Hey. Ooh, the trumpets or brass instruments there. Wait, what is this post-chorus though? Ooh, that rhythm guitar in the back. Eun-tak. You know, even though this is more laid back in terms of energy compared to the earlier tracks, it's still another fun song, I've got to say, in its own way. These piano chords. Kyo. That's my swagger. Ooh, this bass work with Eun-tak during the bridge. Some pots and pans, possibly. Build with the snare drum. Bring it back with the final chorus here. That's my swagger, swagger. Very slick with it in terms of the delivery. Okay, got a bit of soul there. Theo. Oh, the guitar work at the end there to wrap it up. Wow, I don't know. I'm getting mixed feelings about this, okay? One thing is like, wow, I really mess with this song. It's very slick with it. Has a nice rhythm to it and a nice fun groove to it. Like, come on, like, I want more soul in this. I feel like Soul would own this song with more lines. I feel like he only got like the brief moment at the end there, if I recall correctly. And here's the thing, keep in mind, guys, if we want more lines for certain members in a group, that can't be helped by the songwriters and the producers behind the scenes. That's like solely from a team or someone by the label, in this case FNC. So yeah, you know, it was a missed opportunity not having more of Seoul's personal swagger on this song, because what I got here was a little bit of swagger from Jiyoung. We got a little bit of swagger by Intog and Jungsub, of course. So what I'm essentially saying is, like, there are different sides of swagger from each and every respective member, you feel me? But all in all, still a really good song nonetheless, and what is very in common compared to the previous tracks that I've covered in this album review so far is that it's fun, right? It tackles a different side of fun, but yet it's so fun with it, has a nice groove to it, and I can't get enough of the brass work done in this. I'm sure it's not solely on the trumpets. I think there's even a combination of layering of the trombone work as well. I could be wrong, you know, but I'm gonna try to hear it out here again to see if I could, like, sort of decipher or figure out how the instrumentation was done for swagger here. Dung, dung, dung. I love the bass guitar done in this, alongside the claps and that snare hi-hat work, I believe. The sentence clapping manner, but yeah, definitely chimes here with Theo. And the piano chords that I already described. The execution and delivery, I love how it was directed like this. Like, the vocal delivery could have been, and the line delivery could have been much slower than this, but I love how it's set in the right kind of delivery where it's not too slow, where the members have to keep up with the tempo of the song, you feel me, and this type of groove to the song, right? The passion too, you know, the added passion in the ends of the lines truly shows the members a kind of swagger, right? Ooh, the end of that lines of Goro. I love that at the end there. Ooh, do. I love how that transitions. Maybe it's added saxophone too. Definitely a combination of brass instruments. That's hard. It's hard to decipher, and I think due to how difficult it's to decipher what kind of brass instruments, I feel like it's a combination. It just can't solely be the trumpets, you know what I'm saying? But this makes a great transition into the major highlight of this song. Is definitely the post-chorus for me. I've got to say, like, my favorite part in the song, it definitely has to be the post-chorus and the bridge. Like, I feel like this post-chorus really breaks it down in the best kind of manner from the chorus, and drags out the song even more. That constant strumming of that rhythm guitar too. I'm awesome. I boast about our team. Oh, that's cool. Oh my goodness, the details. The rhythm guitar being more prominent here during this verse too. Oh yeah, the chimes with Theo every time add so much, but let's try to find it here. I like this kind of confident side to P1Harmony. The breakdown of that guitar is so cool, but yes, we got this moment here. Oh, it's a great addition, but I wish we got even more of that or something else from Soul, right? Oh, I love the scale down on the guitar there, the electric guitar there. But let's get into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled Mirror. I'm seeing familiar names again, but different names compared to the other tracks. Of course, we still have Han Sung-ho. We'd love to see it though. Jaedon. Also, of course, Lee Sang-hyeb from N-Flying. Still gotta cover N-Flying's album because I really enjoyed their latest release, as well as the lyrics tied along to that title track. And we have Intak and Jongsa, but on the composing side, David Amber, who also worked on the arrangement side. We love to see his name back in it again for another track here. Jaedon, yet again, but Andy Love, if you guys are not familiar, I feel like you should be familiar with already after many of my album reviews and such. I'm talking about 100 by Super M, Better Days by Super M. I'm even talking about the likes of Eyes by Aswan and many of my other favorite songs, but let's go. Oh, the breakdown, the snare drum there. Oh! Is this like a sax lick or? Hold up. Okay. Oh, I knew I was gonna love this song. That is cool. So essentially utilizing the sax riff quite heavily in this song. Ooh, love how this pre-chorus is being played out. Yeah. Oh, this just has the right amount of ad-libs, yet very soulful and impactful with it. Oh, as someone who's played the saxophone, oh, I love this so much. There we go. Okay, zoom. Okay. He ain't stopping. Ooh, that like sort of turn disc delivered by Intak. This beautiful build up as always. This hey, that added hype, that vocal layer in there. You can't be telling me this song has a bridge as well. If this song has a bridge as well, I'm gonna go crazy. And if that bridge hits the right spot, okay. This does have a bridge. What? We even got Jongsa. How the mirror line is dragged. Oh, so addictive. Man, I could truly feel Jadon's influence on this, yet Andy Love and David Amber, like, come on, it makes sense for what works Andy Love has taken part on that I mentioned on earlier. Might I add also, as well as girl groups, the likes of Pop by Bugaboo. I'm gonna put it out there because I really love that song by Bugaboo. But Mirror, Mirror, oh, so it gets ya. Look in the mirror. It's like, and just that one line by Jongsub, cause I'm one of a kind. It's my design. That rhyme scheme there. Oh, I love it. I love it where it's the slight rhyme scheme, or it's in talk with the room and the zoom, you know what I'm saying? Yet the whatever. That turn disc intentional kind of delivery to make him sound like a turn disc was so cool. Was really, really cool. Wow, this took me on a whole roller coaster of emotions, but in a good way, guys. Like this, I would say hands down my favorite song. If I'm gonna be real with y'all, this is my favorite song so far. B-side wise, Doom to Doom is still up there, of course, but it's really close. Black Hole and Mirror, right? You know, I think Mirror is like based upon first listen, it's my favorite B-side, but then there's Black Hole. But then again, I haven't even finished this album review yet. We still have one more track to go. That's crazy. I just want to dive back into this, you know?
Won't you look in the mirror? What you see
Oh, this like sax riff that's cut off ever so slightly. I feel like it is a sax riff, you know? It has to be. It can't be some electronic element in here. It just adds this sort of level of gnarliness to it. See, even this like turn disc moment by Jongsa where it's like that intention there, like come on. Gotcha, you know, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness, that intention there in terms of the delivery is so cool. Mind you, we're still in verse 1 though. It's cool how Jongsub has a full-blown section, verse 1. But usually we do tend to hear a follow-up from of Jongsub after Intak or vice versa. But like the fact that Jongsub had his own verse and Intak had his own verse, like his in verse 2 later on, really cool. Hey. The little snare drum. Ain't nobody get near us. That is so addictive, and like it gets you so engaged right from the get-go. I love how it does that. But notice this, you know, I feel like I haven't talked about this in the past before. Like, I feel like similarly to SF9, right, their label mates, have a really strong rap line, but not only that, their vocalists truly stand out. I mean, if we take, for example, like the sort of tone whether I'm hearing from Kehoe, right, whether I'm hearing from Theo, you know what I'm saying? They really match each other in terms of tone when it comes to their respective music, you know? And their tone in their voices, but yet it's not really difficult to figure out and distinguish who is who's coming through with which line and who's coming through with which line. And I think a good example of that is, I wouldn't even say from Intak here.
This is my time. Hey, mirror, mirror.
Man, that puts you on a trip. That sends ya. Love how we got them all in a frenzy. I love the drop of the bass there. See what I'm saying? Like Jiyoung, he really matches the tone and the style of this song, yet I can tell this is Jiyoung, clearly.
Look in the mirror, what you see doesn't matter. You know you look so nice. Look in the mirror, look in the mirror. 어딜 봐도 내가 보여 방의 mirror.
Room. So it wasn't like a vroom, it was room the first time around. I must have mistaken it, but yes, the room. Zoom. Room, zoom. Oh my goodness. You don't get these kind of idols who could really do this. I'm telling y'all. Like, just to switch up the flow ever so slightly like that and be so playful at the same time. Like, whoa, he's like just so unpredictable with it. But considering that I have heard a lot of like hip hop out of the scenes and like idols, rap and all, if I were to say, you know, I have a list out there, okay, obviously I would have like G-Dragon, I would have Bobby up there, I would have B.I. up there, but I most definitely cannot exclude like the likes of the rappers in SF9 and P1Harmony on that list. I wouldn't say as high as Bobby and B.I., but man, oh man, like they're on a different level. Whatever, it's like a record scratch or like a turn disc. How's he doing that? That's crazy. That's crazy.
This is my time. Hey, mirror,
now give me that good old bridge here. Oh, hold up. Hey. I feel like I heard that dial through one of the members there, that sort of dial up a burr sound. Wow, I love the sort of back and forth, whatever this kind of like, would I say like the distorting of the synths? I can't tell. Some sort of like string. It's hard to tell, but I like that addition there. Yeah, this is hands down my favorite B-side on this album, but it's really difficult. I still got, let me bring it up here. It's hard to tell because P1Harmony's, it's not even the end of this album review, but the likes of off of Disharmony stand out. I'm talking about Butterfly. It's hard to top Butterfly. I'm gonna be real with you guys, considering what Butterfly has done to me. Pyramid and Reset, yes, Reset and End It is like so up there. And then Before the Dawn, way different vibe. But then it's like, I feel like Mirror Mirror comes really close to Butterfly. Like, there's no way I'm not gonna add this into a playlist and like have it in the rotation. Like, it's guaranteed at this point. Nada. wow, whether it's playful and creative and cunning with it in terms of the vocal work, like the turn disc that I was talking about, from Jong Sub, you know what I'm saying, and Untak, or it's that very passionate, soulful delivery with Kyo kicking off, if I recall correctly, right away, initially first in the first chorus, and then bring it all together with the members as an ad-lib work. We got a Mal and a Frenzy. Like, come on. What's there not to love about this song? Arrangement-wise, song structure-wise, it hits all the right points, and there's so many good details that add a lot to this song and all. Like, I feel like Mirror, Mirror, like the riffs from the instrumentation and like the to the vocals and all, it's crazy. It's insane. It's unbelievable. It sends you to the heavens, you know? It's crazy. Oh my goodness. Yet again, though, you know, I can't say this enough. Still would like a little bit of Souls, you know, side to this song, or any P1Harmony song. If he gets additional more lines, that's a win in our books, you know what I'm saying? But hey, all in all, a lot of positives for Mirror Mirror, but let's get into, I believe, yes, the final B-side, and then I'll wrap things up. So this final song is called Different Song for me. I'm seeing Jiyoung, Intak, and Jong Sub on the lyrics here. We love to see it. And on the composing side, wow, even more of them. Kiho and Jiyoung working with Park Soo-suk and So Ji-eun. We love to see it. I'm sure I'm gonna love this song. But based on the last releases, the last minis, I feel like this is gonna be less, you know, as energetic as Mirror Mirror, and I would say more meaningful. So I can't wait. Let's dive into it. Oh, that hits right away from the start with the constant strumming and the breakthrough moment feeling that you get in the first second. Oh my goodness. Jong Sub. Whoa! Okay, there's the snares. Yes! Oh, this is such a special song. Acoustic guitar work too, like, come on. Intak coming through with more so the sentimental kind of flow with it. Woo. Oh, this cuts. The passion, the emotional kind of delivery. Oh, that's taking on the hi-hat work too. Yo. Whoa, we got a verse 3? Whoa, this bridge. It's adding a whole nother level to the song. Final chorus.
가장 필요한 노래 I'll find myself even if they fight it right there 머릿속
Everyone, fellow pieces, I think I found the special song that's gonna be tucked in my heart. I have many, but like different song for me. Wow. This is okay. Immediately right away, it's hard to have a favorite, right? There's Mirror Mirror, but different song for me, it's up there. It's so up there immediately. As some of you may know, I'm such a sucker for songs that really can get sentimental with it. But like, I can't say this enough, like song structure wise and like movement wise, it's not your typical kind of pop ballad per se, right? I over time, listening to OSTs, pop ballads, R&B tracks, I've grown to be more pickier with those kind of genres. Being able to predict how sections and overall arrangements play out in those songs and vocal work being played out in those songs. But this is so one of a kind. Like, this is a gem of a song, like Chef's Kiss, right? This got me in my feels. I got like a little chills at the start, right? It's nice, slow, but not too slow, quite sentimental with it, and soft and easy to listen to. But wow, the lyrics too, very impactful. I had a feeling, this was gonna be more meaningful. Let me lay it out on you guys, right? I'm gonna bring up their discography again. I'm talking about the likes of Boom, Peacemaker, even like I love Before the Dawn before that. And then off of Disharmony Breakout, we had If You Call Me. So it's like when it comes down to the slower in tempo tracks that are like very gravitating and moved by like emotional kind of like vocal work and the earnesty that you can hear by the likes of Jiyoung and even like Theo, like you can never go wrong with those songs. I guess that is my point there. Wow, there's a lot to process. I feel like I should not like wallow and all that stuff. I'm just gonna go back into this right away. Like, there's only some songs and groups that do that to me. A good example is obviously is SF9. Another good example of that is the likes of Golden Child, right? There's only certain groups that really do that, and I'm specifically giving that for like boy groups, and it goes to show you. I would even say for girl groups that really do that to you. Whether I could see it from a non-fan perspective, where it's like, this is a really moving type of song, and I don't know what I'm saying, it moves you in a strange way that I would say provides all these different levels of emotion and all different kinds of emotions on a different level. You feel me? There's only certain groups that can truly do that for me. In the early days, was definitely Infinite, Block B, all right, likes of BAP, EXO, right, BTS. And this generation, amidst all the loud and upfront songs, and like I said, there are those way too obnoxious songs, and then there's the songs that just hit it right by P1Harmony. You don't get this often. Sometimes I feel like these more slow and track songs can just feel like so outsourced and not as meaningful, whether it's comparably to different song for me here. For the fans, for everyone out there, it's special. It's so evergreen. That is the word right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, this is such an evergreen type of song. And even the likes of A-Pink, the likes of From Is 9, I'm gonna say it right out here, the likes of Stacy. There gives you a range, the likes of SNSD. This is what I'm exactly saying. This is amazing.
Let it out, let it out. 누가 뭐라
how this first verse one with Kyo, and I believe right immediately after his Jungsub, it sets a great scenery and landscape and tone to this song. That guitar work, two different guitars, acoustic guitar, I would say electric bass as well. Feel it even it's different. A song that you want to play for me sometimes. Just how Theo slightly goes down. I'm sorry, guys. He just slightly goes down there into this oh my goodness. Theo. That's beautiful. That's how he dips literally a little bit lower in the register like that, hits the lower notes like that. It's just so precious. Music is amazing, isn't it? K-pop is amazing. P1Harmony is amazing. Oh, this is truly evergreen. This is truly special. And I will never forget this song. This is definitely one of those go-to songs that you gotta go back every once in a while. You can't keep it on repeat, because if you keep it on repeat, you're gonna get all broken down emotional like me. I'm sorry. And I feel like I gotta bring it back here to really break down the lyrics. The song I need the most right now. I'll find myself even if they fight it. Bright day, moody song. I said this time and time again. Music is a way that consoles us in different moments in our life. It can be used like that. I say that because whether it's our lowest of lows or highs of highs or more moodier days or happy days or a go-to song that you want to really give you a pick-me-up or a shot of caffeine on a Monday, you know what I'm saying? But like, wow, how polished the vocalists in P1Harmony are, and like sharp with it the rap line is. I can't emphasize that enough. But woo, this song. I mean, at least we got the ooh 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 ooh. Is this by all the members, or? Because I can't tell, color-coded can always be misleading and all. I'm sure it has to be a majority of the members, or if it's Seoul, if it's just solely Seoul, that's great. You can just hear the threads of that acoustic guitar beat, you can hear it, you know? Notice how they're just sort of like singing from their hearts, like everything, the rap's being done truly from their hearts, you know? Like, Theo was definitely a huge highlight on this song. Is that like the churning of the guitar or the
누가 뭐래도 난왜 노래줘 밝은 날에 다른 색깔로 녹아들어 낯설지 않아 난 달라 비가
It is that guitar. Closely listen, everyone. Just the plucks there. There it is. This bridge, though, very brief with it, yet emotionally impactful. Bring it back. My own little song. To wrap it up, guys, I feel like I gotta start wrapping it up here before I break down even more. Let's bring up the track listing here and all. Yes, so we initially first kicked it off with Black Hole. Totally felt the influences from Moonshine. I'm talking about Jonathan Ludwig, even Dawn and Albin, right? All over this track, whether it's the lyrics and the composition wise. It makes sense why they came through and performed the song, and I could totally envision a cool choreo to Black Hole that I'm going to have to check out with you guys on my own time or Patreon, and then eventually on the channel. If you guys are interested, just have a whole relay of like P1Harmony live clips or performances and all. I think it kicked it off really well, just to hear that sort of NCT style, super M style on them, but with a P1Harmony twist that really molded into a P1Harmony song. I like hearing that side to them. Yes Man, different kind of funness to it, but more sweet. I would have to say, gotta give it to Hang Sung-ho and Takan Jung-sub. But David Amber, David Amber can always feel his influence on the tracks that he takes part on. We got Swagger. That song is a cool, groovy type of song. I really, there's a lot to appreciate about that song. I could feel Moon Kim's influence on that alongside with Han Sung-ho. But Mirror Mirror was a huge standout. Like, I guess I predicted this right with Black Hole and Mirror Mirror was absolutely phenomenal in how it's started and how it wrapped up from start to finish. All right, you got to give it to Jadon. You got to give it to Andy Love and David Amber. I've got to say for this one, working behind the scenes with P1Harmony on this one, the vocal directing, how the certain lines played out between Intak and Jung-sub, of course, and just the soaring vocal work with Mirror and all. It sticks. And like I said, the turn this kind of delivery and the rap, so addictive yet unbelievable and cunny. Different song for me. I already said what I said. Such an emotional yet meaningful song for all of us. Like, it cuts deep. It gets you emotional. It gets you deep down in side. It's that sort of go-to song that you'll listen to ever so once in a while. That's heartwarming yet super consoling and all. And the lyrics really are consoling, but also meaningful. And it sort of reminds me of like even like an early 2000s kind of feel to it almost. I wonder if you guys can sort of relate to me on that kind of sentiment. But all in all, really fun songs with different kind of routes and approaches and all. Some styles we haven't heard from P1Harmony before, but I feel like we got the best of both worlds. Like, more balanced kind of song, the likes of Swagger, Yes Man being more light with it, Black Hole and Mirror being more intense with it, but different song for me being way more slower in tempo, but not too slow, but just that breakdown with the acoustic guitar to the electric, I believe, bass guitar that I was describing and all. It's just perfect from top down to bottom. So they literally taught themselves, I would say, 2 levels from previously, from the previous mini album, from their 3rd mini album, and this has to be a 10 out of 10. Mark my words, one of my top 22 albums in 2022. I've got to say it. Expect this album to be on that, or one of the tracks to be on it. Probably Mirror Mirror. So if I would break it down, Mirror Mirror is my favorite one, close there with different song for me. Then Black Hole, then Yes Man, Swagger, Tied neck and neck together, Sorry. So I think those are my favorites, and it plays out in that kind of way. Let me know your favorites. Let me know if you were able to relate with me in sort of these statements that I've made and my analysis and sort of my biased approaches and takes on these songs. I love to see P1Harmony remain working with these teams and individuals, the likes of Moonshine, Jadon. I hope that really continues there. You can really feel Lee Sung-hyup's influence on their songs, and David Amber, Andy Love, the list goes on. So all in all, even Seojian, I've got to give it to Seojian. But always having a song that has the members included in and their influences. Dawn too. Even Dawn. Almost forgot about Dawn. But all in all, take care. Be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. Just warms my heart connecting with y'all about P1Harmony in the comment section down below. Let me know what else I should check out next. And since it won't be a mini album or album review, I'm sure I'll get to the most requested P1Harmony video. If you guys put it down there and a lot of people agree with your comment and stuff, I'll try my very best and see how everything plays out and all with my timeline and scope of things with K-pop releases. But as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, I can't remember if I said that already, but you know the gist of it. This has been Garrison. See you in the next P1Harmony video or a K-pop related video, and peace.